On December 17, 1903, in the cold and windy dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, history was made when Orville and Wilbur Wright successfully launched the world's first powered, controlled, and sustained flight. This groundbreaking achievement marked the birth of modern aviation. The Wright brothers, originally from Dayton, Ohio, had spent years studying the principles of flight. They built and tested multiple gliders, learning how to control their aircraft by shifting body weight and adjusting wing surfaces. After years of experimentation, they designed the first powered airplane, the Wright Flyer, also known as Flyer 1. The Flyer was a big plane, a plane with two wings stuck on above the other, made of wood and fabric. It was powered by 12 horsepower engine, which they built themselves, and it had two propellers that provide thrust. The brothers also developed a special system to control the aircraft, including wing wrapping for roll control and forward elevator for pitch and a rudder for yaw. Before attempting their first powered flight, the Wright brothers spent several weeks assembling the Flyer at their remote test site in Kitty Hawk. They chose this location because of its strong winds, soft sandy surface, and relative isolation, which allowed them to experiment freely without outside interferences. Despite facing harsh weather conditions and mechanical challenges, they remained determined to success. On the morning of December 70, 1903, the conditions were harsh, with strong wind blowing at around 27 miles per hour. The Wright brothers decided to proceed with their flight attempt. At 10:35 a.m., Orville Wright lay on the Flyer lower wings and took control of the machine. With Wilbur running alongside, the Flyer took off from a wooden rail track designed to help it gain speed. The plane stayed in the air for 12 seconds, covering a descent of 120 feet, before landing safely on the sandy grounds. This was the first time in history that a heavier-than-air-manned aircraft had taken off under its own power, flown in a controlled manner, and landed safely. The Wright brothers had finally achieved what many before them had only dreamed of. Encouraged by their success, the Wright brothers conducted 3 more flights that same day. The second flight was piloted by Wilbur and lasted 12 seconds, covering 175 feet. The third flight, again by Orville, lasted 15 seconds, covering 200 feet. The fourth and final flight, piloted by Wilbur, was the most impressive, lasting 59 seconds and covering 852 feet. Unfortunately, shortly after the fourth flight, a strong gust of wind overturned the Wright Flyer, damaging it beyond repair. However, by the time the brothers had already proven that sustained controller flight was possible. The success of the Wright Flyer marked the beginning of the aviation age. The Wright brothers continued to refine their aircraft, building better models in the following years. Their work laid the foundation for the development of modern airplanes, eventually leading to the global aviation industry that connects people and countries today. Beyond aviation, their innovation influences many aspects of technology, from military defense strategy to space exploration. The fundamental principles they developed, lift, thrust, drag, and control, remain the cornerstone of aeronautical engineering today. In recognition of their incredible contribution, the original Wright Flyer is now preserved in the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. The first flight by Orville and Wilbur Wright on December 17, 1903 was a turning point in human history. It transformed the dream of flight into reality and paved the way from technological advancement in air travel, military aviation, and space exploration. What started as 12-second flight in the wind dunes of Kitty Hawk eventually led humanity to the skies and beyond. The Wright brothers' determination, ingenuity, and perseverance serves as an inspiration for inventors and innovators worldwide. Their success teaches us that with passion, experimentation, and a willingness to learn from failures, even the most impossible dreams can become reality. As we continue to explore new frontiers, from supersonic jets to space travel, one must wonder, what will be the next great breakthrough in aviation and human transportation?